Yes, sir. I'm the almighty baby mama hero, the greatest of all time. I'm a NBA 2K18 god.
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Toronto Raptors. It'll be the Raptors off the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. And it's Teague in at the point guard position. Now here's DeRozan. No good with the wing jumper. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
And Steve, so much excitement on opening night. The fans are amped up. We're amped up. I know the players are too.
And I think it's great for the fans. Like you said, everybody's in it together, and we're all amped. But the fans, they've missed it so much. They are in rare form on opening night.
Yes. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the rejection by Towns. And they'll keep possession. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. He dishes it to Powell. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. He can't get it to go. Towns with the defensive effort.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
Gibson dishes to Towns. That one drops for him.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Teague kicks to Towns. He doesn't hit that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
So you know that every game these two teams play will be an exciting one.
Now here's Wiggins. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Lets the three fly. Minnesota with the rebound.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Well, their pass to Teague. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Trying to get back on track. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Toronto shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
That's good from DeRozan.
And the Timberwolves, a team that is evolving how you imagine they would with Tibbs running things here. Deliberate approach on both ends of the floor and really looking to dominate the rebounding margins.
Nogueira's checked in for the Raptors. C.J. Miles comes in for Norman Powell. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Crawford's checked in. And Gibson kicks to Towns. It's deflected. Teague against Lowry. And it's Miles missing. Greg, in the areas you just talked about, rebounding and pace, the Timberwolves are very much where they want to be.
Yeah, the team just looks to make the most out of their possessions and try to beat you through efficiency. They have players that can get easy transition points when the opportunity presents itself, but in general, they aren't trying to speed the game up. How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Dishes it to Towns. Teague against Lowry. And it's Towns penetrating. That one wide left.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Nogueira with the bucket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Crawford kicks to Towns. Got a hand on it.
And he's been way off the mark.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him. Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Just 3 on the clock. No good trying to beat the buzzer. So at the end of... And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, the Timberwolves trail.
Dwayne Casey, he's in his 7th season as a head coach of the Raptors. He's developed a great continuity and a comfort level with his players.
Joseph runs the point with DeRozan on his side. They're the backcourt. Nogueira out there with C.J. Miles. And it's Anunoby in the small forward. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Right, the pass to Anunoby. And he lays it straight in. Anunoby's got his first basket. And Casey is very collaborative with his staff and players.
You know why, Kevin? He has no ego with him. It's always a two-way conversation with his players. It's about getting it right no matter whose idea it is.
DeRozan, that's good.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And DeRozan kicks to right. Shoots over Muhammad. And that one comes up a bit short. Crawford dishes to Towns. There's the steal. Passes to Miles. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Jang, the pass to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And pretty much every NBA player grew up playing multiple sports. Smitty, which other sports did you play as a kid growing up? And did you think maybe that would have helped you playing basketball later on?
You know, Kevin, I tried football, and it definitely helped me in basketball because I said, no, this is not for me. So let me put all my emphasis in basketball. Taking those hits, I just wasn't built for that. And after that, I ran cross country because you had to do 2 sports in my high school to be able to play one. I didn't like that either, but I think cross country really helped me with basketball.
But I can see where a lot of other sports could help with footwork and hand-eye coordination and right on down the line.
Yeah, soccer I think is number one. I watched Tony Parker, the way his movement playing soccer. My son right now is playing soccer, Akeem Olajuwon. I think that's the sport that coincides the best with basketball.
I would agree. Wiggins up top, guarded by Powell. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Toronto called for the foul. The Timberwolves have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
Here's Muhammad. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
3-pointer right. Anunoby passes to Powell. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Some changes for Toronto. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Lowry in for Wright. Timberwolves also changing it up. Taj Gibson's checked in for Towns. Butler comes in for Muhammad. And it's Teague in for Jones. And Jang kicks to Teague. Back to Jang. Over Ibaka. The Timberwolves again can't hit. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lowry. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Butler dishes to T. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
Lowry with the ball. Butler covering. Here's Miles. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. That one drops. He ties it up.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Here's Butler. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, the Raptors have the advantage of continuity. There's a trust and an understanding they share. Helps them win a lot of games.
Some changes for Toronto. Nogueira comes in for Valanciunas. And it's DeRozan in for C.J. Miles. Teague against Lowry. Ibaka outside. DeRozan in the corner. Ibaka in the post. Defended by Gibson. Ibaka, no luck.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is...
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Minnesota on top, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Here's Teague. So on the floor for Minnesota. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Towns with the steal. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Three-pointer, Butler. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts it up from 12. Lowry, good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Here's Gibson. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Powell. They get it back. Out to Ibaka. Pass to Lowry. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Here's Towns. Offensive rebound. Here's Gibson. And he banks in the layup. Gibson's got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota.
Second chance opportunities. The great equalizer.
Lowry with the ball. Shoots it up. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Wright comes in for Kyle Lowry. Minnesota also making some changes. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins. Crawford comes in for Butler. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Wright. And Gibson sends it back. And the pass to Anunoby. DeRozan in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto. Minnesota leading by 7.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
Wright with it. Now guarded by Towns. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Again, the miss by Jones. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and...
Oh, did you see that?
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And the rejection by Valanciunas. DeRozan passes to Wright. 1:30 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Not often you see him take that shot. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Here's Towns. And the rejection by Ibaka. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Pass to Anunoby. The dish to Wright for the lead. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Here's Anunoby. Muhammad covering. Expanding his range. Muhammad grabs the board. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Valanciunas has got the game tied up here for Toronto. Jones kicks to Muhammad. There's the lob to Towns. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's all tied in Toronto. We're going to step aside for just... We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Toronto shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. C.J. Miles is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nogueira in it, the center locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And the Raptors looking for a way to break through the East. Smitty, how do they get past the Cavaliers?
I don't know, Kevin. That's the question. As long as LeBron James stands in their way, it won't be easy. DeMar DeRozan said it himself. The key will be finding another star. In today's NBA, you need at least 3 stars to win.
Kicks it to Powell. Goes up on the wing. DeRozan in the corner. Off the mark and a bad shot there. The Timberwolves shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Wiggins. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Butler against Lowry. They get it again. Jang dishes to Towns. And that one drops for him.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Miles, that's good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Butler. Here's Towns. And finally they hit one. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat-out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Lowry kicks to Nogueira. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gibson's checked in. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. Powell with the screen. 5 on the clock. DeRozan drills the three-pointer. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Teague kicks to Butler. Over DeRozan. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 9 points for Jimmy Butler. Teague against Lowry. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Nogueira. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Powell. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. He's perfect from the line this time.
He thrives in these big moments. He's always ready to help put the game away.
To the middle. Towns with the steal. Teague drives in. Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And the Timberwolves call time. The score knotted at 39. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, because he's been killing them all night. They are struggling to find an answer.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Count it. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Towns, the screen. Teague dishes to Butler. He kicks it to Gibson. He feeds it to Towns. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. The feed now to Valanciunas. Butler with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Lowry kicks to Miles. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Butler with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And we see it all the time, guys. You get the big lead, maybe check out mentally, but not tonight.
They have this game in hand, but they're still pouring it on.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Teague kicks to Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. To the right side. Teague for 3. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
No good. And so the Timberwolves take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sport